In this video, I'm going to share with you my economic predictions and what that means for your small business. I'm going to have a little ramble on about what's going to happen now to small businesses as we get through this coronavirus. Are we at the end? Doesn't really feel like it, does it? Come on, let's go. Quick little shout out now to one of our subscribers, and it's Business Basics with Mr. Leon. Probably trying to do what I do, but I don't care. Big shout out to you, sir. Some very important information and tips mentioned in this video. Your book sounds interesting. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Leon, for watching along. If you'd like a shout out in one of my videos, why don't you give a comment below and I'll shout out your business on the channel. Right, let's get into it. Look, don't mind admitting that I'm just losing my mojo a bit. I mean, how long is this flipping coronavirus gonna haunt our lives for? What do I think is going to happen? Look, all eyes for business owners should now be on the 3rd of March when Rishi Sunak, the Chancellor of the Exchequer here in the United Kingdom, is going to bring out his new budget. But we should also look about what's going on the other side of the pond. Joe Biden's in. He wants to put £1.9 trillion worth of quantitative easing, packaging, by actually giving money direct to American consumers because he thinks that's going to ramp up his economy. In fact, there's predictions that there could be a 4.5% growth in GDP, that's gross domestic product, that country, the United States of America, produces because of that 1.9 trillion going into their economy. It's worth about 25% of GDP. That's a huge amount of money. What are we doing here in the UK? I don't think we're doing enough. I think Rishi Sunak needs to get his checkbook out again and support businesses. I saw today on my iPhone, on the Independent newspaper, that Boris Johnson could see these restrictions, these lockdowns not being released now until summer. Now, I haven't looked into that fully. The first stage of this being looked at is the 15th of February when they will consider what happens next. People are fed up. I'm fed up. What do we do? How do we protect our businesses? I'm running out of telling you to get your business online, get yourself selling on Amazon, get yourself selling on eBay. I'm run out of telling you all that stuff. Yes, you should go and do that stuff. But I think now we should really be doubling down and getting letters to our MPs, to our councillors, and getting the conversation going so that we tell our government to make sure there is enough stimulus to help SME businesses that employ literally millions of people. And every industry is going to be affected. Don't be watching this right now thinking, yes, I'm in manufacturing and construction. I'm sitting really pretty right now. I don't need to worry. Because if you take a big industry like hospitality, leisure, retail, and they start contracting, well, they really are contracting. They won't be building new stores, new hotels, new office blocks, new warehousing for their businesses in the future. They won't be buying lorries. They will contract in their industries, and that will cause a contraction in the industries that are doing really well at the moment. I was speaking to my FD this morning about a client of his, Dad, who's also another accountant. They are building a hotel right now. They started building it at the start of the pandemic. They're continuing to do it. They was going to build 2 more hotels. They've now pulled back on that. So that is a direct contraction to construction. So we might not be seeing it now in certain industries, but if you take out a big thing like hospitality and leisure, we'll start seeing contraction in all industries. So what do I think is going to happen? What do we need to happen? I think negative interest rates would be quite a good thing. I think that will encourage people that have got huge savings in their bank accounts to invest that into businesses, invest that into stocks and shares, invest that back into the economy and get cash sloshing around. But it is true, some people have got more money than they've ever had before and they're hoarding it in their bank accounts. There are some businesses that literally have so much cash, because we need to remember, guys, that the same amount of money exists in the world. It never disappears, It just goes in other people's pockets a little bit longer. And it's really important that government find out ways of getting it sloshing back into the economy. So I do think negative interest rates are a real possibility. And for the first time ever, the Bank of England have said they are not taking that off the table. They've never said that before. It's happened in Denmark, it's happened in Switzerland. I think it's a 50-50 chance of it happening here in the UK. Now, if you'd have asked me that 3 years ago, I would have told you it's a 99% chance of it never happening here in the UK. When are we going to open up our businesses? When are we going to get our kids back into school? My prediction for our businesses, we own some outdoor attractions. We own lots of indoor attractions. We've lost one of them already because of coronavirus. We've opened more day nurseries because they're businesses that can trade. And I'm going to make a video on Monday of taking you in to some of our new site businesses. So check that out. It's going to be the next video that comes on the YouTube channel, showing you what we've done. We've closed one of our sites and we've reopened and rebuilt it in no time at all. And I want to share you that story because I think it could be quite uplifting for business owners to say, look, even when times are really tough, there is light at the end of the tunnel. That's coming out in our next video. But when are we going to open up the rest of the economy? When is retail going to open up? When are restaurants, hotels, hospitality, leisure? When can we get on a plane and go on holiday? What's everyone's predictions for that? I'd love you to know. Please hit it in the comments below. When do you think we're going to be opening up the economy? I think we'll see a start of it around Easter, maybe for outdoor parks and outdoor visitor attractions. Maybe they're going to be able to open up. When's retail going to be open up? I mean, does anyone get these moments like we've had over the last 3-4 months? Is this really happening? I'm sitting there going, I've not had any family over on Christmas Day and it's continuing. If you're serious about growing your business, I just want to quickly tell you about my Entrepreneurs University, which you can try free for 14 days. It's where I become your video business coach. Modules, loads of modules on different subjects, on getting customers, keeping customers, how to buy businesses, how to get your business ready for sale, or if you're starting a business, growing a business, scaling a business, all the modules and resources you need to seriously grow a profitable business. You can try it free for 14 days by going to my website, jamessinclair.net, or there's a link in the video description. Let's get back to the content. Budget 3rd of March. Let's keep an eye on it, guys. That's the big day. That's when Rishi is going to tell us what he's going to do. Here's what I think he's going to be doing. I think he's going to extend the business rates holiday for businesses that are in sectors that can't trade, like mine, hospitality and leisure. I think he's going to extend VAT payments that he did last year, that he said he would, you didn't have to pay it until March next year. Well, hospitality and leisure and those businesses, they haven't been open, so they can't bring in the cash to pay that back. So he's going to have to do some extension there, keeping that 5% VAT rate down. And the other one is this job retention bonus. Now, he got rid of this in October because he extended furlough, but he's going to do this thing, I believe, where he'll give you £1,000 if you keep your staff on after furlough ends for 3 months. We need to be shouting from the hilltops for that, because that's direct cash that could get into businesses that could help them cash flow problems like rent arrears. I was speaking to a commercial estate agent that manages commercial property, retail, warehousing, all that sorts of office blocks, and he told me, and this is a scary fact, ladies and gents, half of people right now on his books are not paying their commercial rent to their landlords. They're saying, we're not trading, why should we pay? I sympathise and I agree. Now, unless you're in an industry where you can trade and you can pay, and the government are offering protections, you can't be evicted until the end of March. I think the government are going to have to extend that to at least the end of July. And I really think they should extend it till the end of December, so that tenants and landlords have got time to negotiate, so that we can protect all those millions of jobs in those industries that are hugely affected. There's just some ideas from me, what I think is going to happen. Lots of people are messaging me, James, where do you think property prices are going to be? Look, if we get negative interest rates, which we think is highly likely to happen, I think that is going to increase property prices even more. Because if you are someone that's 65, 70 years old, you've cashed in your pension and you're looking, going, why should I keep money in the bank right now? They're going to be looking, people that have never thought about being investors. They're people that have always saved. Literally the concept of putting money in the bank, and when you have negative interest rates, you'll have less money at the end of the month than when you started with. You're going to be turned into an investor, and you may never have invested before. Now, whether that's going to be real estate, safe stocks and shares like Disney, Facebook, Google, Amazon, that sort of stuff, you might put it into there, but you might be looking at the tax advantages of investing into small businesses. And there are numerous tax advantages. I think all of that's going to come up if we go into negative interest rates. The good news as well about negative interest rates, it means that the pressure on the government to pay this debt back in such quick fashion doesn't happen, because we have negative interest rates. It costs us all less as a country. I definitely don't think interest rates are going to rise anytime soon, but maybe I'm wrong, who knows? What's your thoughts? What do you think is going to happen? Hit it in the comments below. I'll see you in next week's video when I show you around our new business, our new day nursery, how we built it literally in a week. I don't know how we've done it, but that's what happens when you're challenged and you are met with a challenge and you have to overcome it. You always overcome it. And my little message to people in these torrid times of coronavirus is this: tough times don't last, but tough companies, tough people do. And if you carry on watching this channel, I will be giving you my optimism, my knowledge to help, because I realise we're all in this together. If we can build our economy back up, we're going to pay this debt back and invest in our services and build a great country and great opportunities for people. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the rest of this year. When are we going to open this bleeding economy? When's it going to happen? Hit it in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel by clicking here. Watch this video here about Facebook advertising. It's a really good one because Facebook advertising could help you right now. Why don't you give it a little consideration to joining my Entrepreneurs University? Try it for free.